Hi, welcome back to my channel for another Pilates workout. Today all you'll need is your mats and yourself, and we're going to start by laying down. And I just want you to let your body settle on the mat. If you want to have a pillow under your head, you can. And just feeling your pelvis get nice and heavy in the mat, readjusting as you need to. Feeling the heaviness through the feet, through the backs of the shoulder blades, through the backs of the ribs. Feeling for evenness through your pelvic bones and your pubic bone, keeping them on the same plane. You're going to start by placing your hands around your ribs. I want you to take a deep inhale through your nose to expand the lungs and breathing into the fronts, the sides, and the backs of the ribs. And then exhale, feeling the ribs open like an umbrella. Deep inhale through the nose. We got 2 more deep breaths. And last one. Awesome job. You can take your hands either to your side, or I like to place my hands just over my hip bones and pubic bone, heel the hand right over those pointy bones at the front, fingertips pointing towards pubic bone. And you're going to tip your tailbone towards the floor to create a bigger space between your low back and the mat, and then you're going to curl your tailbone towards your ribs, flattening your back against the mat. So inhale, tip. Exhale, curl. Feeling the entire spine move as you go through this motion. And as you do this, try your best to keep your butt and glutes relaxed, your inner thighs relaxed, releasing as you tip. And as you curl, using your abdominals to pull that tailbone towards your rib cage as if you're tightening suspenders. And continue with your breath. So inhale as you tip. Exhale as you curl. Last one each way. And then you're going to find in between that range of motion. So heavy through the back of the pelvis, hip bones level with pubic bone. And we're just going to warm up the shoulders a little bit. You're going to arc your arms up and back behind you. And then you're going to arc them up towards the ceiling and down by your sides. So inhale as you arc your arms up and back. Exhale as you bring your arms up and down. Palms face toward your hips. Two more each way. Last one each way. Awesome job. You're going to bring your arms to a T. Feet are about hip width apart. You're going to roll across your pelvis. Knees are going to fall to one side. You're going to roll across your pelvis. Knees are going to fall to the other side. So just rolling, knees fall. Now I'm going to give you the option as your knees fall left, you're going to look right. And as your knees fall right, you're going to look left. And if this doesn't feel comfortable for your neck, you don't have to do this. Getting some range of motion through the spine and the hips and the neck. One more each side. Good. Last one here. And the knees come back to center, hands come together. Now you're heavy through your pelvis and your hips. And you're going to rotate across your shoulder blades, keeping those elbows straight. Shoulder blade can come off, but try and keep those hips heavy and feet heavy. Good. Inhale as you go towards one direction. Exhale as you go to the other. Rotating around your rib cage and through the middle of your back and spine. We've got one more each side after this one. Last two, and last one, and then hands come down. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna go through that deep core engagement, finding a cue that works for you. So you're just gonna lay down, pelvis is heavy, feet are flat, and you just wanna draw your attention to the front of the hips, those bones at the front, and then your pubic bone. So I like to put my heel of my hand over here and then fingertips towards the pubic bone. What we want is we don't wanna be tucked and we don't wanna be arched. We wanna be right in the middle so that it's level. You wanna think heavy through the lower ribs. You're allowed that small space in your low back. And I want you to imagine an elastic band between these two hip bones. I want you to pull that elastic band tight towards the middle. Or think about pulling those bones to the center. Another cue I like is pulling in and then pulling out. And I also like imagining a clock on my abdomen, 3 and 9 o'clock, 6 and 12 o'clock. You're pulling 3 and 9 together, and then you can pull 6 all the way up to 12. So you get the engagement right down here, all the way up to your ribs. You can think about ribs in and down, and pulling belly button down to spine, and then pelvic bones in, so you get each lower, middle, upper segment of your transversus abdominis muscle. Once you feel that activation of the muscle pop up under your finger, we're gonna go into hip fold. So just folding your knee right over your hip at that 90-degree angle at the knee, and then gently lowering it down. So you can inhale, prepare, still holding on to that activation. Exhale, draw a leg up. Inhale, lower down. Keeping those lower ribs heavy. Hands can be wherever. If you want the feedback, you can keep them over your pelvis. Now the goal here is to keep your pelvis level. So you don't want one side dropping like so. And if that's happening, that just tells you or gives you information that you might not be activating that muscle. And if you need to take a break and reset, that is okay. So now you're gonna bring one leg to tabletop, a deep breath. Exhale, bring the other leg to tabletop, bring your other leg down and your left leg down. Now left leg up, take a deep breath. Exhale, other leg up, left leg down, right leg down. So just switching right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. Keeping the space in your back the same, so you don't want that shape changing. You want it to stay the same. You want the hip bones to feel equal and level. Now if this is feeling okay, you can continue here. If it's feeling too easy, bring both of your legs to tabletop, toe tap, toe tap. Again, you don't want the ribs lifting as you bring your leg down, so keep them anchored. Think ribs in and down, pulling pelvic bones to the middle of the body. To make this a little harder, you can do heel tap, heel tap. So choose an option that feels comfortable for you, your body, your comfort level, your experience level. Pilates is for everybody, so we like to make modifications. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you can bring each foot down. You can do hip sways, or you can bring your knees to your chest. From here, we are going to go into some single leg circles. So you're just going to draw your left leg long, lengthen, and think heavy through that left leg. You're anchoring down, and then you're going to reach your right leg up. Still thinking heavy through the right side of the body. You want to cue those abdominals to try and keep that pelvis level. Hands by your side for some support. You're just going to start drawing circles with your right leg, like you're drawing the letter O with your big toe. It's going to feel like a lot of work to keep your leg here, and if you have tight hamstrings, you might need to lower your circle, and that's okay. If you need to add a little bend, that's okay. Just go where it feels like enough work, but tolerable for you. And don't forget to breathe. Keep drawing in abdominals. Keep the circle small. And reverse. Doing some quad work, core. And then you're just going to reach your hands up. 10 pulses. 2, 3, Chin is tucked. 4, 5, last 2, last 1, and you're just gonna grab onto your leg and hold. Other leg can just hover and reach. Keeping that chin tucked, scooping through abdominals here. And then we're gonna do a scissor switch, we're gonna do like a single leg stretch, like a scissor switch. On the count of 3, 2, 1, grab the other leg, reach the right leg long, and switch. And switch, your scoop through the abdominals, chin is tucked, you're looking straight forward. Feeling the nice hamstring stretch. One more each side. And you're just gonna hold your left leg, slowly roll down. Right leg gets heavy. Left leg stays up. Anchored through your hips, drawing in abdominals as you go into your circles, whatever direction you wanna start with. One side might feel like a little bit more work than the other. And reverse. And keep reaching that leg up, hands come up. Chin to throat, ab curl up for 10, 9, reach, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and grab the leg, reach your right leg long, and you switch. Switch. Keep the chin tucked. You're off those shoulder blades, anchored at the base of the shoulder blades. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, and then slowly lower down. Reach your arms and legs long as if they're being pulled in opposite directions. Fingertips reaching behind you, heels reaching away. And good job. You are going to bend your knees. We're going to go into a bridge series. So just think wide across your shoulders, heavy through the backs of the shoulder blades. Feet in line with hips, heavy through the back of the tailbone and pelvis. You're gonna draw the abdominals in, hands by your side for support. You're just gonna start by pressing through your feet to lift your hips, and of course reaching long through the thighs and the knees and come back down. Now you can have your hands by your side, but for less support you can bring your arms up and go up and down into your bridge. If you feel discomfort in your low back, you can tuck and roll up into your bridge, keep tucking that tailbone, and you could always just go down half the distance or up half the distance. And if you need to adjust where your feet are, if they feel more comfortable if they're further away, you're welcome to do that. Feeling the work in the back of the leg. Don't forget to dump some weight to the backs of the shoulder blades. Keep reaching those knees long. Now this next one you're gonna hold. Hands by your side for support. Get heavy through the left shoulder and the right foot. To bring your left foot into tabletop, you're gonna reach it up towards the ceiling, arc it down to the height of your opposite knee, back up and down. So now you're getting heavy through the left leg and the right shoulder, leg to tabletop, reach long, arc down, and back. Tabletop, reach, arc, back. The goal is to feel that your pelvis is staying level. So again, I like to have my hands there for feedback, otherwise sometimes I'm not sure. Hopefully your hamstrings are feeling warmed up in the length. The back of the leg, and your core and your glutes. One more each side. Last one. Shaky. And slowly lower it down. You can bring your knees to your chest. Okay, we are gonna go into side lying. So I'm gonna roll onto my right side to start. And I just like to use my arm as a pillow. We're gonna go into some glute work here. Whenever you're going into side lying, you really wanna make sure you're setting up that neutral spine. So you don't wanna be sunken in like this. You wanna think length through the top of the waist. Imagine that bottom rib lifting if you can. And you might even have a little peephole, you might not, and that's okay. We're gonna have our knees bent, feet in line with bum. You're drawing in the abdominals to hold yourself there, because if you don't, you're just gonna sink back down. So drawing through the abdominals to prevent the back from compensating so we can isolate the hip. You're gonna lift that leg to hip height in a bent knee, and you're gonna lower down. So lift and lower, lift and lower. So you'll start to feel the hip and the glute burn. Lower leg's gonna burn a little bit. Check in on that little space. Good. Legs starting to burn. 4 more here. 3, 2, 1. We hold that leg at hip height. You go knee to knee, heel to heel for 10. We got 9 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower that leg down. Feel that glute burn. And then we are gonna come onto your forearm. We're gonna go into a little bit of a side bridge series. So knees bent, body facing forward, open through the chest. Same thing, you just wanna make sure that you're nice and long. So you can even go back and forth here, and then think length. Readjust elbow under shoulder. You're gonna draw in abdominals, press through the knee and the arm to lift the hips. Option to add a reach, and back down, and reach, and back down. Good. I like to inhale to prepare, exhale, press up and over. And then now to add on, you're gonna press up and clamshell. Awesome. Press up, leg goes up. Good. If you feel like your arms trailed away like mine, you can readjust. Got 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Good. We're gonna come onto hands and knees next. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. One of my favorite stretches is cat-cow. Really awesome for spinal mobility. So you press through the hands and knees around the spine like an angry cat. Sink the belly, arch the back. Inhale, round. Exhale, reach. Inhale, round. Exhale, reach. 1 more each way. And then we're going to go into a tail wag. So finding the middle between those 2 motions. Drawing in abdominals, you're wagging your tail side to side, taking a peek at it. Feeling the stretch through the sides of your body. If you want, you can lift your feet and pivot on the knees if that feels a little bit more fluid for you. 1 more each side. Good. And then you can come off your wrists, shake out your wrists. And then we're gonna go back to that position. So on your hands and on your knees. You're gonna tuck your toes, drawing in through the abdominals. You're gonna hover the knees and lower down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, hover. And down. This is 3. We're going to 10. This is 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, let's do 9, and 10. And child's pose, shake out the wrists, stretch them in the other direction. Awesome job. We are gonna go right to our other side. So going on my left side now, make sure you switch sides and don't do the same side twice. So using my arm as a pillow, both legs are bent, setting up that neutral positioning, so lifting that bottom rib, hand in front if you need support, drawing in through abdominals, so thinking about pulling those pelvic bones to center. We start with our leg lift with the knee bent. Good. You might feel like one leg is a bit stronger than the other. Good. Doing a check-in with your little peephole, rib lift. Thinking long through that top waist. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. We hold that leg at hip height for 10. We go knee to knee, heel to heel. That was 1, 2. This is 5. Last 2. And 10. Never gets easier. And we're coming on to our other form, starting with our regular side bridge. So setup is super important here. Rib lift long through your top waist. Elbow under shoulders, feet in line with bum. Bringing in abdominals to help offload that shoulder and the leg, but using them for support. You reach up and over. We're gonna do 5 here, and then we're gonna go into our clam side bridge. This is 2. We got 2 more, and then we bring that leg up with us. After this one, arm can go wherever you press, leg up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Awesome job. Okay, so from here we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna do a little bit of ab curls. So hands behind your head, knees are bent, feet are flat. You're nodding your chin to your throat. You're gonna press through the backs of your ribs, off the shoulder blades, anchor at the base of the shoulder blades, look between the knees, and you come back down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale into your ab curl. And back down. Keeping the chin tucked so you don't pull up through the neck, rather press through the ribs to come into your ab curl. On this next one, we hold. Off of the shoulder blade, you rotate side to side, looking to each side. Feel the ribs down and in, like they're connecting with the opposite hip. Good, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down, you go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down. Shake that out. You're gonna reach your legs long. Your arms are coming up over your shoulders. Your chin goes to your throat. You're gonna press through your ribs to sit tall and reach long. And then we're just gonna finish off in standing. So standing, we're gonna start with 10 squats, Sending the hips back, you can reach the arms forward. This is 9, 8, 7, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. You're going to stand tall, drawing in through the abdominals, get your hip width apart. You're going to soften at the knees, reach your arms long, send the hips back like you're being karate chopped at the waist, drive through the heels to stand tall. So we're going through a hinge pattern. Think about reaching the pelvic bones back behind you, chest stays up. Good, we got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, you're going to step the right foot back. You're on the ball of your foot. Slight bend in your knees. Hands can be on your hips or in front, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fold at the waist and the hips like you're being karate chopped. Really feeling this through the left leg. You got 4 more. Here. Good, and then you're going to switch legs. Left leg goes back, right leg stays forward, hips are facing forward. Last 2. And last one. Good. And you're just going to step back at the end of your mat. You're going to start to draw your chin to your throat, and I want you to really slowly roll down through your spine, feeling each bone roll on top of the other. And then your pelvis roll around your hips. Reaching for the floor if you can. Just holding wherever your end range is. If you can touch the floor, great. If you can't, that's okay. Trying to keep the knees as straight as you can. Breathing through the ribs. Feeling the expansion through the fronts, the sides, and the backs. Walking your hands forward. Holding this plank. Hands are on your shoulders. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to press through your hands to send your hips back into a downward dog. You can pedal the feet if you need to. And then you're going to start to walk your feet up to your hands. And then slowly roll up, starting at the pelvis. And then the low back, middle back, upper back, neck. And then reaching up and feeling. Even add a little side stretch if that feels good. I really like the bow and arrow, so bringing your hands in front, reaching back and looking behind, your hand swipes the other arm, getting a nice thoracic rotation. And then I just like to shake it out, shake everything out. Awesome job. Thank you so much for joining me for another really quick Pilates workout. I hope you felt the burn. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below for what you want to see more of. I'm trying to do a mix of reformer and mat, so I'm excited to bring you another workout next weekend. Have a good day.